Hey guys, today I'm back with another video. I'm so sorry, this has been so long that I've been off. It's been like a week, and I'm sorry for that. But today I decided to do something a little bit different. Usually it's me explaining how I do things, but today I'm going to do, I believe this video is going to be, I'm sorry, let me think. It's going to be my top 5, well, maybe not top 5, 5 problems that I have with the two main, things that I've talked about, the two main problems that I have. So, so before we get started, 1 second, I'm currently loading up the comment, or not, okay. This might take a while. I'll pause it until I can get it done, so give me a minute. Okay, we're back, and I wanted to address a comment from Reagan Orton. I'm so sorry if I pronounced their name wrong. But they said, out of all your ailments, which one would you say causes the most pain? Or is it just a whole mess of hurt? Now, that is a great question, Reagan. And what I have to answer to that is, it depends. Some days, if you're talking about in the morning, some days the scoliosis hurts more because of how I sleep. I plan to make a video on that. It's going to be a random video, but I plan to make a video on it. And then, so that's kind of just like a random, well, not really random. I don't know how to describe that, but that was a really good question. Basically, it depends on what time of day, I guess. If you're waking up or if you're going to sleep, then scoliosis would cause more pain. But just from every second of every day, I would say Charcot-Marie tooth. Because I don't know if I don't think I discussed this in my explaining Charcot-Marie tooth. But you basically feel, if you ever gotten a shot, it basically feels like you're getting a bunch of shots into your legs. It feels like a pins and needles sensation is what they call it. So, I guess it just really depends. Thank you, Reagan, for your question. And now getting on to the video. These are my 5, in no particular order, issues that I have with being in a wheelchair. Number 1, I had to deal with this today. If you get mess on your hands, you cannot push your wheelchair without getting it all over your wheelchair. And that's an issue. I was making zucchini bread today, which is great. If I can show you the recipe, I would. But, off track. But, when you make zucchini bread, you get zucchini all over your hands. So I had to put my elbows on the wheel to push myself to there. It's the same thing if you're going in mud. You cannot touch your wheelchair because you'll get mud everywhere. Number 2, I have this problem with being a woman. You might want to skip this one if you really don't like to know about the monthly demon. If you don't want to hear about Satan's sacrificial waterfall, I would suggest that you skip to number 3. If you're on your period, you get blood everywhere. I also plan to make a video on this. It's going to be very awkward to make, but the way that I change and the way that I have to change is very specific. So I think I'm going to make a video about that. But basically, if you are leaking, then you'll get it all over your wheelchair. I had that issue and I had to throw out multiple wheelchair cushions because of that. Alright. Number 3. People. Well, these are more like the 3 questions. Yeah, let's not go there. What's another thing that really annoys me? Hold on, I'll come back in a minute after I think of 3 things that really annoy me about being in a wheelchair. Alright, we're back. What I find something hard is when, let's say I have a computer in my lap, and then you have to balance that on your lap simultaneously while strolling along. I find that really annoying. Oh, wheeling in grass. Grass is the worst. If you're in a wheelchair well, not really if you're in a wheelchair, because I'm assuming if you're in a wheelchair, you know about this, but if you don't have a special kind of wheelchair, don't go on the grass. It's not fun. Unless you are just, unless you're, unless you're Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I don't think you should go in grass. Because you need a lot of arm strength to push yourself through the grass. You're gonna get stuck easily. Same thing with mud. And last but not least, I would say nature preserves. Nature preserves need to be, I'm going to make a whole video about this. Places need to be wheelchair accessible. They just need to be all around. Every single disability needs to be covered. And, well, maybe not every single disability, but every single category of disability. We should have. Okay, I'm getting off track. But we should be able to have accessible stuff for the blind, the deaf, the mute. This, well, technically that is a disability, but for people in wheelchairs, for people, you get what I mean. But I love going outside. I love nature. I'll make a video about how I do that too. I'm making a lot of false promises. I'm gonna try to do all of these, but basically, you can't really wheel around. If there's no boardwalks, you're not gonna be able to wheel around on that. If there's not any, how do you describe it? Just like, if it's natural flooring, it's gonna be hard. And then there's people who say, yeah, we're wheelchair accessible. And then you get there, and then it's, lengthy hills that you have to go up. And that's a real problem. Alright, that has been the top 5. Well, not really top 5. If you know any good editing software that's free, please let me know so I can edit these and edit out all of my mistakes, because there's a lot. So yeah, if you know any good editing software that I can download on a computer, I'll take it. Thank you. Please leave those suggestions in the comments. And without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I will upload sooner than last time. Bye.